Alrighty. Okay, who's next? Hello, I'm just cutting some fabric and packing orders. Let's see, we need koi and pears. There's the koi. Whoops. Get this out of the way. Hello. All right. Let's see who ordered this. Deborah got 2 yards of koi and 2 yards of pears. Hi, everyone. I don't go live on YouTube much, and I'm trying to diversify my social media. So here I am, cutting orders. That is 1 yard. I got so many orders after I published about my bargain basement fabric sale. So I finished packing all the orders that came in on Wednesday, and this one came in yesterday. Yesterday late afternoon, so I'm almost caught up. I think I have like 9 orders to pack. Oh, no worries. It does not have to be perfectly pressed because you're going to fold it up and put it in a package anyway. All right, there's 2 yards of koi. Hopefully I don't get too distracted chatting that I cut something wrong. And then I need 2 yards of pink pears. One. And 2. The floral line is coming out in October. I have most of it. I am still waiting on 2 special prints that hopefully will make it in time. And then I cut a bunch of quilt kits, which ate up some of, like, I miscalculated on my first order and did not order enough of one of the prints that's the background. So I just ordered more today. Because when I order, I need to order at least 500 yards. Not of a single fabric, but all together. So I went through, I'm out of some damask fatale, and then just kind of guesstimated how much I need of everything else and placed an order for 550 yards of fabric, which is a lot of fabric. But yeah. $110. Oi. I think I got up to 102 or 103 today here in Portland. Oh no. Hello, Dragons of New Adventures. I am doing well. I'm just packing orders. And there is a gigantic housefly in my room, apparently. They always come at the worst times and just buzz around and drive me crazy. I'm not doing pre-orders, but send me a message. And I have 2 bolts. Hold on, how much are they? 20 yards. So I got 40 yards of that wide back, and the wide back usually doesn't sell out as fast as the quilting cotton. I mean, it is quilting cotton, it's just wider. So probably should not be an issue, but yeah. So I ordered 40 yards and I used, I think 2.5 to back that quilt. All right, let's see how much this weighs. 21.8 ounces. I guesstimated on the weight of each of these fabrics, and some of them were a little off. Get that printed. My room, you can see, is a complete disaster. Well, can't see all of it. It's still a mess in here. My goal is on Sunday to do a lot of cleaning in this room. This is my old studio, and in the new room. I just ordered a few more things from IKEA to finish up in the new sewing space. So I'm hoping to get that finalized, and then I can do like a walkthrough tour. Yes, I did make my shirt. This print is Telltale Tattoo by Alexander Henry Fabrics. Perfect lime or orange. This line does not have lime in it. It's more of a minty green. And the orange is kind of like an orange creamsicle kind of vibe. Oops, wrong button. I just messed that up. Brr, brr, brr. Okay, who's next? Let's see. Wendy. Got Koi, which I already have out. Goose. Oh, I already have that one cut. That's right. Okay. So no pairs, but we need Goose Run, Goldbirds, and Cobwebs. Let's see. Goose Run, Goldbirds, and Cobwebs, which I gotta hope and pray I have enough of, because I think I miscalculated that one with how much I had left. You're trying to get sewing. So the hardest part about getting sewing is just getting sewing. So grab yourself like a little project. I'm currently like really big into quilting, but I started more on clothing construction side. I made clothes for my stuffed animals when I was little. I made stuffed animals when I was younger. So just something that really excites you, and then kind of go from there. If you are wanting to do clothing, I have a tutorial that walks you through making this shirt pattern. It's a McCall's pattern with some modifications that I've made. Please be a yard. Dang it. Do I have any more of this? Okay. It is like 3/4 of an inch too short, and then this one is way too short. I'm just gonna give them all of this, so they're gonna end up with like not quite 1.5 yards, but it's in 2 pieces. I will write them a little note. Okay. That's You Bug Me. This one I'm pretty sure is a yard because I cut it wrong. That's a little more than a yard. Perfect. Oh, thank you. Who said that? Donnell's Stitchery. So I am going to be doing another big push on the community quilt in September. September is National Suicide Awareness Month. And since the whole project is to benefit the Trevor Project, which is suicide prevention for LGBTQ+ youth, I figured that would be appropriate. And then I have a lot going on in October. November, December is probably going to be like a huge push, possibly multiple blocks a day, to hopefully get the quilt finished by the end of the year. I have yet to actually get a quilt finished by the end of the year. Easiest quilt is blocks and bricks. 8 bricks plus 1 block, 9 rows. Okay. I think I know what that looks like. Oh, thank you, Mitchell. I enjoy sewing. I've always enjoyed sewing. Currently, my kick is quilting, but anything to do with fabric and thread, I'm down. Okay. Gold birds, 1 yard. I think so. Each of these bolts is typically 15 yards, and I bought prints purposely that I know I would like to use. So when I listed them on my site, I shorted my inventory by a couple yards, like 2 yards, so that I get the rest. So this bolt is technically done. And the rest gets to go in my stash. So we'll fold that up in a little bit. Plus, if you put, like in my experience anyway, if I list a full 15 yards, by the time I get to the end, like with that cobwebs, it's going to be a little bit short of that last yard, which is really annoying. Next, oops, what did I go back to the order? Bum, bum, bum. Okay, I got cobwebs, gold birds, diagonal words, koi. 1 yard of koi. Flicky chicky, yes. There's lots of simple patterns. Squares and rectangles are a great place to start, so you can practice that 1/4 inch seam. I actually have a free pattern on my website, rosecityoriginals.com, that's called My First Quilt, I think is what I called it. And it walks you through like everything, and it has tips and tricks like making sure you have a 1/4 inch seam allowance and how you want to press things. And it walks you through the whole thing, including some basic quilting and binding. All right, that's koi. And then goose run. Also 1 yard. Oops. No. So, this one you mean? Is that upside down? Well, it goes like this, I guess. This is called Goose Run. It's Paintbrush Studios from 2022. And it's like a really pretty rose pink color. And then there's little geese on it. And some of the geese. This one's my favorite because he just looks like a little dork. Love it. Alrighty, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just put a little note in this one. And I always put a sticker. Well, I say I always put a sticker. If you've gotten an order from me without a sticker, I apologize. Sometimes I get distracted. Alright, I need something to write a note on. Perfect. No, I am, who said that? Raya Lee. I'm in Portland, Oregon, which is known as the City of Roses. I actually, when I named my business, did not know there was a Rose City, Michigan. So, sorry for any confusion. Oh, Ripple Bloom. Yes, my pattern Ripple Bloom is a great one for learning bias seams. Let's see. What's your favorite Acuquilt dye? Mine lately has been the Tangled Star. I don't know if I have the Tangled Star. My all-time favorite is probably still Hattie's Choice. So my daughter's name is Manhattan and her nickname is Hattie. And that's actually the dye that got me working with Acuquilt. They had made a post about it. I made a comment on it. We started talking, and now here we are. I'm an Acuquilt ambassador. I'm an Acuquilt licensed dye designer. I'm an Acuquilt pattern writer. I'm an educator. I was just out there last week filming with them. So my next dye with them comes out on September 2nd. So stay tuned for that. I'm very excited about it. Right? I love the dorky goose. I could just see him running in like up from a pond, just all dorky. All right, let's see how much this one weighs. 28.8. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me while I cut and pack some orders. I've gotten 2 done so far. Okay. There it goes. I'm gonna have to print more bags here soon. I've had so many orders. Oh, and we need to put this away. These bolts away so I don't make a huge mess. And then I just had a board. Perfect. So for my personal fabric stash, which you see the top shelf there, that's all my personal stash. I wrap them up on comic book boards, which is just like a sturdy, acid-free cardstock. Very important that it's acid-free, so it does not discolor your fabric over time. And what size do I get? It is 10.5 by 7.5. So they fit perfectly on the IKEA Billy bookcase. I just fold it in half so it's 4 layers here. There's the 2 selvages and This is the factory fold. Meet those up. And for any of my fabric that's over a yard, I will do this. And then I put it in color order as best I can. I don't stress too much about it. There's some fabrics that are so like multicolor that it's really hard. Like, do I put this one with the purples or do I put it with the greens? Like, depending on what the print is. So I don't overthink it. Try not to overthink it, I should say. Okay, I need 2 little hoodies. All right, so who said that? Justine. The pattern is available from Pammy Jane, so it's PAMMIEJANE.com if you want to get just the pattern. I do believe Primrose Quilts has a few kits left. As of yesterday, I think they had 7. And it's pretty much the end of the fabric because the manufacturer is out. So on my link tree, which is, let's see, we're on YouTube. I tried to link it in my bio, but YouTube is weird about that. So it's Linktree. I think it's, hold on, let me look it up on my computer here. I think it's linktree.com/RoseCityOriginals. Yes, so linktree.com/RoseCityOriginals will take you to my link tree. And there's some links there for the pattern, for the kit. And if you go to the shop tab, there is the link for the glue tip from my friend Sam. Okay. Who's next? We just packed that one. So now Tina, who also has Goose. Oh, I just put it away, of course. Goose Run, Bunnies, Lemons, Koi. I just put 2 of those away. Thank you for showing and explaining how you fold the fabric on that. Yes, so that's how I fold anything that is a yard or more, ends up like this. If it's under a yard, I will cut it into fat quarters. Anything left over just goes in the scraps, and then anything smaller than a fat quarter goes in my scrap bins, which are a disaster. You will get to see that in the sewing room tour that I'm going to do here, hopefully on Sunday. Well, I'll film it on Sunday anyway. All right, so this is yellow-ish. Put in there somewhere. And then we need Koi, Goose Run, and Bunnies. We're all right next to each other. Super handy. And Lemons. I think this might be the end of the lemon bolt. Okay. And it is, oh, we got some varying cuts. So this is a yard of lemons. Three yards of the Dorky Goose. Let's see how much is left. I have 5 yards left. So yes, I do. So on my website, depending if you're on your phone or actual computer, like on the phone, there's like 3 little lines up in the upper left and you click that and then you find the shop. On a computer, I think it's just, the shop is just there. But under the shop, there is a bargain basement fabric section and it will be listed in there. I had to order some solid yesterday, some solid brown for some quilt kits for my pattern in AQS magazine. Oops. I don't have the quilt back yet. Oh, but where's the magazine? I just had the magazine in here. Here it is. So the American Quilter magazine. I've had a lot of people ask for kits for this quilt because it's all my fabric except for the brown, which is just a solid brown. So I ordered some brown, and while I was there, I ordered a whole bunch, like I think 19 bolts of the fabric that will go into my bargain basement sale. So next couple weeks, I should be restocking. It's all going to be different fabrics. I think one of them I was able to get the same print again. I think it was the koi. But everything else will be new. You love the glue stick tip? I'm so glad. I have really, really liked it as well. I know some people were commenting about it not working, but Sam actually has something, I think on her Instagram, that has some troubleshooting if you're having issues with it, because you really got to make sure it clicks into place. Like it clicks on, the cap clicks on, and that's how you know it's working. A dorky goose Irish chain. That sounds fun. This is the bunnies. That is kind of like the same color. And it's just like a huddle of bunnies. It's from the same collection from winter 2022. So these fabrics are, I mean, technically a couple seasons old. How much of this am I doing? Bunnies is 1 yard. But like, it was a really good deal that I couldn't pass up. But I don't need a whole bolt of these fabrics. I'm like drowning in fabric over here because I can't sew fast enough. Oh, thank you, Dina. I will hopefully be packing your order tonight then. I spent like all day yesterday and today in between meetings cutting fabric, packing it up. There were so many orders, which is awesome. I have been very happy with how well received it was. Okay, so now we have the goose is 2 yards. Oh, good, the air conditioner just kicked on. It's getting a little warm in here. 1 yard. And 2 yards. I saw no grapes, so the geese are nomming cherries instead. Ooh, that's fun. Yes, the cherries. I love the cherries print too. One of the lines that I got a couple bolts of, it's called Fruity. This order didn't have any, but it's the pears, the kiwi, the cherries, and I think there was another one, but I sold out of it. Maybe. I thought there was another one. Oh, it's just the kiwis were in 2 different colors. That's what it was. All right, that's 2 yards of goose. And then 2 yards of koi. Is this the end of koi? Let's take a look. This is the end of koi. I hopefully left enough for myself to make a shirt for my husband out of this fabric. That was the goal anyway. See if I measured it right. pack this up and then I'll measure that. So we have 4 prints, 2 yards each of the koi and the goose, a yard of bunnies, and a yard of lemons. Come on. Okay. Grab a sticker. In the bag. Oh, I already shipped it. Perfect. So for the shirt, I do have a tutorial. It's not, like, I was intimidated too the first time I made it, and some of the instructions confused me, and I go over that in the tutorial. So it's linked, it's here on YouTube. There's actually a playlist. It's in my playlists. There's a clothing construction playlist. Because there's the overall tutorial, but then also how to match up the print down the front seam. I have a video for that. I feel like there's a third video. I don't remember what it is. All right, 30.1 ounces. Come on. I print that. While that's printing, we'll measure this out, make sure there's enough. Hoping there's like 3-ish yards, and I think I planned to keep 4 yards. Label this before I forget where it goes. One, 2, 3, oh, 4, 4.5 yards. How many was on here? 15. Well then, actually, let me make sure that no one else is waiting for this. Doesn't look like it. Okay. I'll have plenty to make a shirt. Okay. Who is next? Madeline. Alrighty, she got some quilt labels and some stamps. Now this I'm not going to fold up because I need to wash it to make a shirt. Throw in my pile. Got some stamps. Quilt labels. Quilt labels. I should put those away. Oops. Those stamps, 2 yards. Oh yes, on the selvage. So this is Paintbrush Studios fabrics, which is digitally printed. So they do this mostly just for fun. Some of the fabrics have it. Well, I should say their current fabric is digitally printed. This is a much older print of theirs, and it was screen printed. I would love to know when this fabric came out. So it's stamps, and I just think it's funny because banana, and that's a banana, like a banana stamp, just completely random. They're getting 2 yards of this one. But some of the fabrics, because I tried to list on my, whoops, don't know what I hit there. Tried to list on my website if it's digitally printed or not, because I know that matters to some people. And some of them were really hard to tell. What is my technical problem? Let's go back. The problem with having a somewhat small table, I keep bumping my computer. I don't know what I'm clicking. Okay, Madeline. 2 yards, perfect. And then, is this the end of the bolt? No, there's 1 yard left for someone. This. And then I just ran out of my pre-cut labels. So I'm going to cut some here. But they're basically a fat quarter, so I need to cut them this way and then cut them. But just because the way fabric happens, I can't just cut a willy-nilly, because I have to make sure I follow that line. I don't think I have any good scissors in here. These ones will work. Unneedlessly gigantic scissors. So what I will do, probably sometime this weekend, is I will take this whole bolt and unwind it and cut along the factory fold, and then take that fabric knock everything over apparently, and put it onto a roll like this, so that it's just a single ply of fabric that I can unroll and cut as needed. It's a lot easier. Okay, let's put this away. So the pink pickles have not been selling. There's pink pickles and peach pickles, and they haven't been selling too well. I think because they're, here, I'll show you. Hold on. I personally think it's a fun print. It's just a fun print if you don't think that they're pickles. I think the pickles part is throwing people. But just from far away, it almost looks like an animal print. I just thought it would be a fun blender. Alrighty. Let's fold it up. So these are my snarky quilt labels. I need to go and see how many I have left, because I think the website says I'm out of the caffeine ones, but I have a few on that roll. But I have snarky quilt labels and then sweary quilt labels. And then the caffeine ones were, so the sweary ones and the caffeine ones are limited edition. Once they're out, I'm not reordering them. But the snarky ones I'll keep reordering. Okay, 2, 1, 1. Let's grab a sticker before I forget. Oh, that's a good idea to use the pickles for binding. And really anything that doesn't sell, I did get a really good deal on it, but I'll just end up using it in my own projects. So That's kind of why I bought things that I liked, so that if it didn't sell well, I could just use it. All right, shipping label. And we are at 14.2 ounces. Put this away. Another order done. Who's next? Done. Go back. Patricia with Goose Run and the Mint Kiwi. Oh, yeah. I mean, the sweary is for a very specific crowd. I get that. Gotta know who it's for. All right, it was Goose Run and Kiwi. One yard of Goose Run. Double checking myself. And then 1 yard of kiwi. Come on. I used to have, he was part Basset Hound. He was a great dog. We got him as an adult, so I didn't get the puppy stage, but he was still a really good dog. Okay, just 2 yards in this one. Got the sticker. Have to go grab some more bags soon. So this print, they call it mint, and it's kiwis, but then they also had it in, I think they just called it orange. It looks like mango to me, but like the whole line was fruits, but some of them in like weird colorways. Like there's still some left, I think, but it's pears, but they're like bright pink. Whoops. All right, 11.3 ounces. I've noticed a lot of these are going to Texas, which is cool. What did I say, 11.3? Yes. And print. Okay. Ooh. It's still warm in here. Is that even open? Ah. Almost pulled my printer down. Done with that one. Who's next? Ooh, 9 items here. Oh, just 3 different prints. So there's the ring dots, diagonal stripes, and tiny flowers. So diagonal stripes, ring dots. Oops. And tiny flowers. I should put this one away so I don't think I need to cut it. Okay. And there are 3 yards of each. Yes, this is a true cut. I just put some fabric in the handle. Because I was bored and I had to scrap the fabric. So with the ergonomic ones, this part pops out and you can like customize it. Whoops. Or drop it. But the straight handle ones don't. But I prefer the straight handle ones because I'm ambidextrous when I cut. Like I'll be cutting and then I swap hands back and forth, and these don't work so well for that. But in this setup cutting yardage, I'm always cutting with my left hand. So this one will stay in here. The other ones have migrated to my sewing space. Oopsie. All right, 1. 2. And that makes 3. I could see that. The cantaloupe is, or the mint is cantaloupe and the orange is honeydew. Oh no. Flicky Chicky, I'm sorry. That does not sound fun. Do I have it in here? I have a Martelli one, I think. I may have gotten rid of it. Oh, there's my French curve. Now I know where that is. I must have gotten rid of it. I did have a Martelli one. And it's very different because you're holding it like this, like the handle sticks out to the side. I could never get used to it. Plus, being ambidextrous, it didn't really work for me. Yeah, Dina, so I'm kind of picky with rotary cutters because I cut ambidextrous. So I like the straight handle. And I don't have one in here, but the way the True Cut blade covers retract, it works for me. So I used to use this one a lot. It's a clover. And see how it like goes off to the side, kind of? So I could cut it this way, like with that side down, but this side, that would get in the way. So I'd have to like tilt it more. And a lot I've noticed are that way where it, like I think it's Quilter Select. It's a gray handled one and it just like flips off to the side. It doesn't work for me. Any one that you have to set up specifically left-handed or right-handed, that I don't like. It's not for me. But I love the True Cuts. I have the 60 millimeter, the 45 millimeter, and the 28 millimeter. I don't have any other rulers though. That's funny, Flicky Chicky. Yeah, so if you ever go to quilt shows, that's a great place, at least like big quilt shows, a great place to try out different tools without buying them. So I know the Grace Company, who makes True Cut, is at a lot of shows. Martelli's at a lot of shows. Clover. I don't know if Clover has them out where you can try them though. But that way you can really see what you like before you invest all the money. Or if you have quilty friends, see which ones they use and you can go try them. Like I know one of my friends, and I think I may have used it before, but the Tula Pink rotary cutter, it's one that's also hand specific, but it's also really weighty. Like it's kind of heavy. I think it's made of metal, and some people just don't like the weight of it. I personally would like the weight of it. But because it's left or right, it doesn't work for me. Is the Ulfa like the one you squeeze the handle? Because I was using one of those in Omaha last week at the classes I was teaching. It took me a bit to get used to it. Where is it? Oh, it's not in here. I used to have a Kai that the cover was spring-loaded. I liked that one a lot. Yes, the squeezy one. Yeah, it took me a bit to get used to that. I'd go to cut, I'm like, what? Why isn't it working? All right, and then 3 yards of this one. This one is like crazy bright. At least like the picture online is crazy bright. It's just one of those colors that is hard to communicate digitally. All right, 1 yard. Yards. And this makes 3. Oh, Shelby, that's cool. So she helps you with it sewing or, yeah, sewing, and then you help with the crochet. I've not crocheted in a very, very long time. Purchased the Cutie Breeze frame and the Sure Stitch after watching my YouTube videos. Oh, thank you. I don't use mine very much because I got this beast behind me. But I just upgraded, you can see it, to a 21X Elite after breaking my 16X Elite. So once it comes back from the shop, it's going to be for the Cutie Breeze, so I might do some videos with it. But this one is my primary long arm. I have Kai scissors, but they're in the other room, and I love them. And now, like being in here today doing this, I realize I might need to get another pair, one for each room. Ooh, that was a tight squeeze. It fit. That's 9 yards of fabric. have really loved these paper mailers, and I'm, as a business, trying to cut down as much plastic as I can. But I found out today, because I went to reorder some, that they're not making them. New sources for mailers that are paper. I have some samples on the way. 46.4. 46.4. Oh, another one for Texas. Print that. Put these away. Oh. Background on that polka dot? What polka dot? Oh. You mean this one? I think this is the bolt I had. So in person, this is very pink, even though they call it orange. And then this one is yellow, even though it looks orange. But I think it's, so like these dots are orange and these dots are yellow. That might be why they named it that. But this is Ring Ring. It was a collection that was telephone themed. So it's like the buttons from a phone. The one I just cut. What did I just cut? Hold on, let me go back. Yeah, it was this one. I cut this one, then the diagonal stripes, and then there it goes. This printer is slow. This one. Is this the one you're talking about? This one is Otter Romp Tiny Flowers. And I have 5 yards left. Oops. Wrong button. Okay, I will combine them and refund the shipping on the second one. Okay, stamps. This might be the last yard of stamps. Yep. Oh, come on. Fold and sticker. Mailer. sweating. Warm in here. .5. Good night. Looks like Zaza, the Improbable Quilter. Thank you for joining me. Yes, I can get you the caffeine version. Do you want that in addition to the... I should go actually look that up right now. Did I print that? I think I printed that. Quite a few left, it looks like. That needs to be put away also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. I'll just cut these up real quick. I'll go update the website. Products, and we're gonna go search for, oh, if I can spell, we'll update quantity. I do think, I mean, I have, hold on, I think there's some on your other order still. Did I save that? I did, okay. Yes, you have 2 of the caffeine edition on your other order with the long arming, but I just updated it. So if you want to get more of them, you can. Okay, let's cut these up so I have them ripped. Do not print. It has, there it goes. It heard me talking about it. It's wireless and sometimes it forgets what it's doing. Well, good night, Shelby. Thanks for joining me while you could. Whoops. That one's ready. Let's cut some labels. Don't need this right now. This needs to get put away. Oh, I've been on for over an hour. Goodness. Husband's still making dinner, so I'll probably have to get off soon. But having someone to chat with, or someone's to chat with, helps this be a little more bearable. Couple more, and I get to fold them. I don't know why, but folding fabric is so much better than folding laundry. I despise folding and putting away laundry, but fabric, getting it all nice and folded, is very satisfying. Ooh, glass cut. Okay. Hello from North Carolina. Hello from Portland, Oregon. Folding laundry is your kryptonite. So I'm in charge of laundry in our house, and I have a system, but not really. Like, all my shirts get washed by themselves. Like, it's a load of just my shirts, or my husband's shirts, but like the button-up shirts, and like towels is just towels, and it's really because of like putting it away. So when the dryer is done, if it's just a load of shirts, I just stand at the dryer and take them out one at a time, put them on a hanger, they're good to go. But if it's a load, like a mixed load, like pants and shirts and socks and underwear and everything in there, having to stop and be like, okay, this article of clothing needs to go here, this one goes here, this one gets folded, this one gets hung. If there's too many options in a load of laundry, it stresses me out. So those usually end up in a basket next to the dryer and sit there for all time and eternity. But like, this would never happen, but if I could do a load of just socks, that'd be awesome. Just pants, just shorts, like just one thing, it works better in my brain. The mixed loads are what get me. Yes, Kathy, the different shapes, like I was saying, that's, yeah. But fabric is usually square and easy to fold. And there's no weird seams, and there's no elastic, and there's no buttons. Alrighty, this is it for the caffeine quilt labels. If you want them, there are 8 left on the website. So these ones say, and they're corner quilt labels. So there's a line down the center where you fold it, and then this gets caught in your binding, so you don't have to do any hand stitching. On the front, it says made with love and lots of tea, made with love and lots of coffee, made with love and lots of caffeine. And then on the back side, because you're not stitching this down, there's a little peekaboo. Like, if you peel it back, you get this peekaboo. To help prolong the useful life of your quilt, machine wash in cold water with mild detergent. Hang dry or tumble dry on low heat. Do not use bleach. So it's got some basic instructions if you're gifting a quilt to someone who's not quilty and does not know how to care for a quilt. You got more fabric, pickles, kiwis, and the pink orange foam dots. Perfect. Most of the clothes wind up on the hanger. Oh, yeah, scrubs for sure. You also have 3 kids, non-stop always. It's just me and my husband, and I feel like it's non-stop clothing, so I can only imagine with 3 kids. Toss your work clothes in there daily with the dog towels. Okay, put these aside. Oh, this. So this bolt is done. The rest is for me, because I love the banana stamps. I don't know why. I just think it's fun. Actually, I kind of do know why. It reminds me of the Andy Warhol banana, which I have a pair of Converse shoes that is the Andy Warhol banana print on it, and I love them. So maybe that's why. Okay, I need a board. That's not a board. That's a board. fold it over on itself until it's all wound up. So it's the same as you would find it on a bolt in the fabric store, like wound up. It's just smaller. And it worked out. So I got the Billy bookcases from IKEA for this room to store all my fabric. And like, that is just a standard size bolt. And then the space that's left above it is the perfect size for these comic book boards. I was very happy that that worked out because that was unplanned. Oh, yeah, Amanda, I could see that, you know, when I bring something home, like something airborne or transmitted through touch, and then get your baby sick. Oh, you have a garage shower? That's handy. All right, this one is ready to go up on the shelf. Come on. And then I use these plastic, I think they call them alligator clips. I have heard you don't want to use metal because if it's going to be there for a long time, it could potentially rust, discolor your fabric. So I got plastic ones. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Who is next? We are getting down to the nitty-gritty. Oh, this one's not fabric. All right, this is a booklet for the quilted trucker hat. So that's my quilted trucker hat pattern and a sticker. Label.